going to be in shadow. So we can now go in with a slightly darker tone, pulled from that lip tone, just mixed into a touch of that we've just made. And come down the side here. Start blending it in, maybe a touch darker. You don't know till you actually put it in place. Maybe a little too dark. That's the one. Just bring it up and around and feather it out towards the middle. And the same at this side. Just gives a little bit of shape to his mouth, and then with a tiny spot of burnt sienna, and again, slowly but surely, so the paint mixes, and just gently feather that through, just to darken down. It starts on to blend slightly around the teeth. There we go. Blend it down. And it just gives you the shadows in the corners of the mouth. And again in there, into the darkest area. And slowly work it forward. You'll be picking up the underpaint all the time, and it'll just get progressively lighter and lighter as it comes across. I'll give you a zoom on that so that you can see exactly what I was on about. Don't worry that the teeth are glaringly white at the moment. When we come back to do the teeth, they won't be. Okay. Time now to be thinking about the underpainting for the hair. Now what you want, you see it's dark here, there's a light spot there, it's very dark here but light on the top and a bit lighter there. Now you want basically a mid-brown, and again you don't need a lot of colours to do something like this, so I'm going to go in there with burnt sienna. That'll give me a nice mid-tone coverage for the whole thing and start to bring it together. Then once that's dry, or even before it's dry in fact, we can go in by mixing ultramarine blue and burnt sienna, you can make an almost black, and that will be your darkest tone then. So here's the long drawn out bit. I'm scrubbing paint into the hair. I don't suppose you want to watch the next 20 minutes of me doing that. So, back when I've done that. Right guys, I've just mixed up a very, very dark. I used Prussian blue, you can use ultramarine if you wish, and mixed it with the burnt sienna, and got myself a little brush. Because Danny has very curly hair, rather than layering it on, I'm going to stipple it on so that you can see parts of the underpainting coming through, and just gently dab. The old Bob Ross again. Could do this with a 2-inch brush if you were that confident. But, just following. There's a slightly lighter area there, so I don't want that to be quite as dark as this area. I'm going to stipple a lot more here through to about there. And then when I show you the close-up, you'll see how it's quite effective. Let's go for the really deepest, darkest areas, which is almost black. Don't use black. Tube black, unless you mix it with something else in very, very small quantities, can be completely overwhelming, but very deadening as well. It can take all the life out of your painting. When I do what I call a black canvas, I tend to use a lot of Prussian blue, and then just the tiniest hint of tube black, just to take it down that touch further. Oh no, I shouldn't, it's bad for me. But a tube black can actually kill your painting to a certain extent. So even though you see a lot of mine on what look like a black canvas, it's not actually pure black. That goes up and across there somehow. There's actually an awful lot of Prussian blue in it. I love Prussian blue. It's such a deep, rich blue that it is almost black. It's almost a midnight, you know. I'm just tapping on here ever so lightly now, so that the underpainting still shows through.